There's a quiet fear that haunts most people. Not the fear of failure, not the fear of being laughed at, but the fear of being average, of living a life that looks fine on paper, but feels empty in the heart. You wake up, you go through the motions, you check your phone, see people winning, building, thriving, and deep down, something aches. Not because you're jealous, but because you know you're capable of more. But somehow, you've become trapped by routine, by comfort, by the invisible weight of playing it safe. You weren't born for this. You weren't born to live and die between weekends. You weren't born to only exist through other people's stories. You were born to write your own. But life has a way of making you forget that, little by little. It convinces you to choose convenience over calling, validation over vision, numbing over becoming, until one day, you look in the mirror and realize you're watching yourself fade, not from age, but from inaction. It happened slowly. You didn't even notice. You said, just one more day. Just until I'm ready, just until I feel confident. But confidence never came, because confidence doesn't come before action. It grows from it. And now, here you are, alive, but not fully living. But let me tell you something that could shift everything. You weren't meant to fit in. You were meant to stand up and stand out. But to do that, you need to break free. From expectations, from old stories, from the false comfort of doing what's always been done. You have one life, one shot, one chance to wake up 10 years from now and say, I'm proud of who I've become. Not, I wish I had started. Not, I had potential. Not, I almost made a move. But I did it. Here's the hard truth. Being average is easy. It's rewarded, it's safe, it's comfortable, but it slowly kills your soul, because deep inside you know there's more to you, more to give, more to feel, more to build, more to become. But that more won't show up for you. You have to go after it, with messy steps, with awkward starts, with shaky hands. But you go anyway, because you don't need perfection. You need motion. So let me tell you a story. There was a person, just like you, stuck in a job they didn't love, surrounded by people who didn't dream, scrolling through life telling themselves, maybe one day. But one morning they wrote just 3 words in their notebook. No more waiting. That was it. No plan, no idea how. Just a declaration. No more shrinking. No more silencing, no more delay. And from that day forward, everything changed. Not all at once, but slowly, deliberately. They woke up 30 minutes earlier. They stopped spending hours numbing their brain with endless scrolling. They made one bold choice each week. Say no to something fake. Say yes to something real. And over time, the fog began to lift. Because when you move with courage, even small courage, the universe responds. It doesn't give you everything, but it gives you enough to keep going. And then, momentum. That person became unrecognizable, not because they changed everything, but because they changed direction, from comfort to challenge, from passivity to purpose, from existing to living. And guess what? That story isn't theirs. It's yours. It starts now. Here's your challenge. Tonight, sit alone with your thoughts. Turn the noise off and ask yourself, what am I avoiding? What would I do if I wasn't afraid? What would the boldest version of me choose right now? Write the answers. Don't filter them. Don't try to be reasonable. Be real. And then, act, not later, now. Send the message, apply to the thing, wake up earlier, say no to the distraction, Say yes to the discomfort. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to decide. Because the version of you you dream of becoming, they're not waiting. They're already moving. You can either keep letting fear run the show, or you can get uncomfortable and take your life back. And yes, people might doubt you. They might not understand. They might even laugh. Let them. You don't owe anyone a watered-down version of yourself to make them feel comfortable. Your potential isn't for their approval. It's for your purpose. And every second you spend trying to be liked is a second stolen from who you're meant to be. You weren't born to be average. You weren't built for fine. You were built for fire. And it's still in you. Even if it's just an ember right now, even if it's buried under years of hesitation, breathe on it, feed it, protect it, move with it, until it grows, until it burns, until one day the world sees what you always knew, that you were never meant to blend in. You were born to stand up, speak out, and live fully lit. So take the next step, no matter how small. Don't think, move. Because the clock is ticking, and every day you wait, you drift further from the life you could have had. You weren't born to be average. You were born to rise. This is your wake-up call, and it's not too late.